Hi there, I'm meteorologist Robert Bennett, and boy, a active weather pattern out here in the Western Pacific today. 1, 2, 3, 4 separate areas here in the tropics worth watching. We have tropical depression Maymay and another invest area just towards the west. Both of these are really continuing to interact with the cold surge, creating blustery conditions from northeastern areas of the Philippines and eventually moving into Vietnam. Separately, we have another tropical depression forming up just towards the north of Guam, and that one's something we want to watch out for in the extended forecast. Another area just towards the east of Guam, and this is our other tropical depression being warned on by the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. I'm going to quickly mention this because it's just moving off towards the north. Nice little fish storm, especially compared to everything else going on. So first, let's talk about this area, then I'll get to this one. Still looking at some messy weather in northern areas of the Philippines, and we really expect that to continue, at least over the next 24 hours. A little bit of a break heading into Thursday over towards Friday on the tail end of this. All thanks to tropical depression Maymay continuing to linger very, very disorganized. Sheer and dry air is filtering into it from the north, so that's going to keep it on the weak side. But the worst of the weather is still remaining in northern areas of Isabela over towards Cagayan and also into Ilocos. Could be looking at some localized flooding on the Cagayan River off towards Apari. There's even some images out of the Santa Ana area still looking at those messy conditions wrap up. Meanwhile, our other area down towards the south and west on the tail end of this cold surge, or I should say the leading edge of the cold surge, is starting to kick up within the monsoon, and we could be seeing this tropical low wrap up and come on shore there over towards central regions of Vietnam. Another big rainmaker, in fact, in the forecast, and some of these local areas, really this is going to be fine-tuned, but if you end up in one of those spots where that tight pressure gradient is increasing between the low and that cold surge, really could get some nasty weather coming on shore. So there's just the stream from Maymay and our other tropical low kicking off towards the west. You have that influence of both of these tropical systems. Then we pull back the bigger picture. We have our tropical depression out here, located just towards the south and east of Okinawa. There's Okinawa. Here is that tropical low that is likely to be called Naning once it moves into the Philippine area of responsibility. It's going to push off here towards the west, and then really we could see this strengthen just a bit. Just because that cold surge is going to back off a bit, it's tapping in the moisture coming in out of the Philippines. It does look like northeastern areas of the Philippines could be seeing another round of rainfall heading into the weekend, Saturday over towards Sunday. But I think the bigger impacts are going to be in northern Taiwan. And look at the Taiwan Strait, that pressure gradient running around the mountains. And see how the mountains really separate it from the east to west? This definitely could bring some nasty conditions to Taipei if this sets up. Even though the storm's towards the south, those windy conditions racing just along the mountains towards the west there. And then we're also looking at scattered showers throughout the week and in the early parts of next week into Okinawa. Then we get another cold surge, by the way. So Monday over towards Tuesday, another cold surge sets up. That's going to blast in from the north as we go ahead into our Tuesday. It's looking at rounds of showers, some thunderstorms in Okinawa. Then that starts to just run right over a tropical low, which is impacting Taiwan and should eventually weaken it out. So it's a very complex system with this moving towards the west. You got those windy conditions north of it, and then we have that tight pressure gradient, and then here comes that next cold surge, kabam, smacks it right out of existence Monday over towards Tuesday. So it's a lot to take in, I know. So of course, if you got any questions, please let me know. Check out our Patreon as well if you want to help support this channel. Okinawa, like I mentioned, that next cold surge coming in Monday over Tuesday. That's when you're going to see those temperatures drop down. Look at 71 for your low. Some of the coolest you've had in a bit there. Then we take over towards Taiwan, where that cold surge is also going to be coming in 24, and then you see by Tuesday dropping down to 20. So it definitely is going to be a big smack and a change in the general weather pattern for some of these areas. Let's do a quick flyover for our friends out here in the Philippines, though. Davao, 34 degrees. Cagayan de Oro, 30. Cebu at 33 there for you on your Friday. And then back towards north, like I said, relatively drier heading into Friday ahead of our next tropical system that will be arriving heading into the weekend just towards the northeast of Luzon. That's all for today, guys. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, of course, let me know. Also trying out something new on this channel. Just a quick little kind of overview video. So let me know what you think about that as well. As always, thanks for watching and stay safe out there.